Hi guys, welcome back to TedRedwood Gaming. I'm Ed. Today is season 4, episode 5? Yeah, 5 of FC OS on Football Manager 2018. We have got the long-awaited KNVB Beker, Toto KNVB Beker Semi-Final. Let's hope the rains are blessed down on FC OS this afternoon. I'm so funny. It's not even the afternoon yet, but the game's now, so I assume it's a 12 o'clock kickoff. Anyway, so since we last met, which was for the Roda JC, no, we met for the RKC game after, didn't we? So we drew that. We followed up with a 4-3 win over NAC, which was closely fought. Rick Stoy van den Herrik scored, so that's nice for him. You may remember we had him in the first season. I released him on a free, so good to see his face again, especially as we beat them, although they did score. FC Emmen were beaten 2-0. That was pretty straightforward. We should have beaten them by more. We lost 3-1 to Telstar. It was quite even clear-cut chance-wise. I think it was 3-3 in terms of clear-cut chances by the end of the game. Darren Kane picked up an injury, which is causing his slight issues now. Yeah, it was even enough. I thought it was pretty even anyway. Let's pull up the stats here. So I had more shots, but a lot of them were long. We actually had the same amount of shots if you remove long shot, but we just didn't put that many on target. We hit the woodwork. We had 3 clear-cut chances. It was a really even game. They were just a bit more clinical, and sometimes that's just the way it goes. And the game before this one against Almere City, we won 4-1. So that was a domination. It was sad not to get the clean sheet, but again, it saves us some money in bonuses, so it's all good. So obviously we had the end of the transfer window around here. I managed to keep putting off a load of teams off of Sean Kelly, but based on the fact he's not appeared in any of the goal scoring charts, and the fact I forgot his name already, it probably tells you that something is up. So if you place your eyes at the bottom of the out section, Sean Kelly has gone to Gladbach for 3.5 million up front, 5.25 overall. Bids kept coming in, we kept accepting him, then rejecting him as the deal went to go through, because I thought that was a way to keep him, but then the board accepted one from West Ham yet again, so I had to sell him. It made me incredibly sad, and they wouldn't let me put in a loan thing either. They came in with 3.5 with a few clauses and things. So I think they owe us a friendly, 5 clauses. Yeah, some of them are a bit annoying, but it's not too bad. 48 league appearances to go until we get 850k. Oh, so he's actually started a couple games now. He hadn't before. He's got 1 in 2 in the Bundesliga. He's going to be awesome. Look at him. He's going to be amazing. We're never going to see him again, which is really upsetting. 850 after another 10 international appearances. He'll get there easily enough. 30% on the profit. Well, that could be quite good, because I reckon he'll probably go for about 20 or so next time, potentially, maybe even more. I think he's that good, honestly. So we could be seeing a good 5 mil coming our way at some point. Probably terrible maths, please excuse that. Friendly, and owed another 3 instalments of 336 each. I don't really get that. Is that once a year? Is that once a month? I don't know, but yeah, so he's gone, and it's upsetting. We signed Mustafa Ozil on loan, so you remember Mustafa Ozil. I don't know if I reintroduced him already, but he's been out injured a couple of times. He's not going to feature, but it's because he is free, and I kind of want him to rot because he left us when he didn't need to. He might get some game time, but it's doubtful because we want to play our own dudes first. We've had a few injuries hanging around, and we are signing up. I know I'm jumping around here a bit. We're signing up a couple of players in the future. So we've got 2 arranged, again, Northern Irish, classic. And I can't even see that much, so I've taken a risk. This guy, Stephen McCulloch, he's going to be coming in for, 40k. He looks fine. It looks good to me. Again, he's 19, turning 20 mid-next season, so he'll be fine. And this guy, I couldn't see anything on, but Crystal Palace came in for him, so I kind of didn't want to waste my time. I could have signed him up on a comp deal, like I did with the other Northern Irish guys, and now I'm paying a ton of clauses, which is a nightmare. I should have just done this in the first place. So it said compensation 49k, and we offered 4k, and they accepted it. So he's coming in. So he's kind of similar to McKee and Backboard. Probably more like Backboard, actually. He's got a bit of height about him as well. I say height, he's about average. But he wants to be a first team player, so he'll come in and just get some game time. We'll see what happens. But loads of our players got bids coming in. Marta was being bid on. Darren Kane was being bid on. Maxwell, Azevedo, Vasquez. Who else? Connor Harrison. Ajax wanted Connor Harrison, he's not played this season at all, just because he's been like 4th or 5th choice. He's now getting some game time because we had an injury to Darren Kane. But that brings me nicely onto this game, I guess, against Vitesse. Lineup is the same as always, really. I mean, who's playing right back at the moment? That's not right. Where's my right back? David Birmingham, come back in. Yeah, we've had a couple of injury concerns, so everyone is back just in time. You can see Darren Kane is struggling a little bit, but same team as always is Moose, Birmingham, Azevedo, Maxwell, Vasquez at the back, Olarte and backboard in the middle, Silva and Apai on the wings, and Marta and Kane up front. That's the new partnership, and it seems to be going pretty well. No one's on a 7.94 or whatever it was that Sean Kelly was on, but it's fine. Darren Kane is a unit, I take it back. I was editing that video today, he's massive. I think he potentially is more important than than Sean Kelly was ever going to be. Other background things, I'll cover a bit more actually because I'm only doing one game today. Silva came to me wanting a new contract. I said, sure, I'll offer you one. I didn't really want to be held to ransom, but he is playing a lot and he is doing really well this season despite his terrible stats and age working against him. So I offered him a contract. It was rejected because I was trying to be a bit tight. And then he came literally a day later and said, you promised you'd offer me a contract. So he wasn't happy about that. But I've managed to sign him up to a 2-year deal with the whole potential 2 years upon promotion, 2 years whenever I want. So that's nice. The thing I've noticed about that is I think I've got a couple of players who are hanging around that I'm trying to get rid of, like Atai now, for example. So he's not playing. He's been terrible when he has played. Which is a shame because he was so good for us on loan. But there you go. I now can't get rid of him, and he's potentially going to get like a 2-year extension if we go up. Just there's a couple of players like that, but in general I don't think it's too bad because we'll be going up with a view to consolidate and make a ton of money in the first year or two and then just crack on from there, assuming we go up. I think that's everything. Apai is a lot more familiar with this role now, so that's fine. Anything else going behind the scenes? Obviously finances are now looking insane. We're now 5.8 in the bank. I can request stuff from the board, like training facilities, youth facilities, all that kind of stuff, but they're going to reject it. I did just have to reload because all my skins weren't working, and then they did after reloading, so that's fine, but I'm not going to bother requesting that for now. With that being the case, anything going on in the club? Because I haven't really looked at this stuff for a while. Let's have a look at favoured personnel, anything like that? No one. So yeah, that's fine. Vasquez was asking to leave. Sorry, I know I'm kind of covering everything a little bit here without really committing. Vasquez wanted to leave. I said there were no bids for him. He said fine, and then no one came in. So he might actually now sign a new deal. Ooh, he might. You can see some of my contract negotiations. I hate agent fees. I hate loyalty bonuses, but in the grand scheme of things, a couple K is not worth arguing over. I'm also going to leave the cup. No, I'm not. Oh, excludes current season. I don't want them all to have it. I'm going to remove it. I don't want wage rises. I don't want minimum fees. I go as bare bones as possible, and this guy is good. So I don't particularly want to lose him in a couple years. So I want him here for life, ideally. I want all these guys here for life. Then we see what they come back with from there. So I don't want... Oh, dear. There's got to be a good offer this time, otherwise we lose the ability to negotiate. Yearly wage rise, no. You're not getting a minimum fee release clause. I don't mind a lot of this stuff. So let's do his wage up by a few hundred a week. Give the agent $1,000 or so more. No. Okay, so that could be an interesting one to deal with at some point. I don't know if he's actually got an extension to trigger. No, he doesn't. So we'll try again in a month or so. We want to try again before we get promoted or get into Europe, basically, if we even get into Europe. So that's kind of a little behind the scenes. I was going to go into my tactics. I was going to investigate how I've actually done what I've done. But I've kind of covered it before. If I just jump through the player instructions real quick. So in terms of the keeper, we got pass it shorter, fewer risky passes, give it to the fullbacks, roll it out and quickly. So it's always short. It often goes to the fullbacks, sometimes the centre-backs. And they sort of just play it in field or wide if there's an option, and everyone keeps it safe. So play it, well, yeah, fewer risky passes, and they're all on pass it shorter. So what they'll do is they'll prioritise actually passing it short. If not, they'll hoof it long. By that time, we've drawn in the opposition, which is why our long balls are working so well. Olate is just defensive mid on defend, and that seems to be working fine. As is Riley Backboard, who is starting today as centre midfielder on attack. McKee has dropped his concern over first team football, so that's nice. I think that's due up today, and it's gone green just in the last couple of days, so hopefully that'll be fine. I think they did have instructions on, but where I've changed the roles around a couple of times just playing with things, I think it's got rid of the instructions, which is kind of annoying, but it doesn't seem to be affecting things too much anyway at the moment. I'm quite happy with how they're operating. The wingers are just standard wingers. Up front, all we've added onto these advanced forwards is the one on the right, so the side with the centre mid on attack. We've done close down much more, and same with the one on the left, but he's also got roam from position to try and operate in the little space behind behind where he is now, and it seems to be working quite well. And that's it. That's not, I wouldn't be able to tell you what I've done right that has caused this. I think just the players that have come in and just suit what we're doing. But after saying that's it a million times, that is it. We've done a load of scouting of Northern Irish people, and it's as good as it's going to get. In fact, it's not even right now. That's how excited I am for this game. I thought this was going to be a really short episode, but now I don't think it is. So, we are playing Vitesse, who are still top of the Eredivisie by quite some distance, I believe. They're 9 points clear. I'll show you where we are actually in a second. Key player is this guy. Can't see that much on him, but he's definitely good. But is he that much better than what we've got? The hot prospect looks fine. Give him a cheeky scout. I know, it's costing me a load of money. I think because I reset everything, all the little options are coming up again now. The league, we are... I know this is such a ramble, I'm so sorry. We're only 7 points clear of Ajax now. 12 clear of NEC, 9 to go. It's going to be quite the collapse from here. Sean Kelly's still top of the scoring charts, but Marta has caught him up. I mean, Sean Kelly's just there. Look at him. Oh, so disappointed. We're not going to see him again. Ever. Especially if he carries on scoring for Gladbach. I know he's only got 1 and 2, but it's a worry. But let's go. Let's do it. I'm risking Darren Kane up front on 90. I don't want to put in Connor Harrison. He's not ready. Alright, Ajax came in for him, but he's just not quite at that same level yet. But if we get a couple of good wins in the league, then you never know, we might start bringing Harrison in a bit more to make sure we've got the 3 strikers for next season. Also, hopefully we'll actually have those 3 here next season, provided they don't get poached. So they've won 4 of their last 5. This is such a big game. Obviously, anyone who has watched this series, we did go out to Vitesse last season at the quarter-final stage. So we've met them 1 stage on, and VVV have won the other leg, or the other side of the semi-final, so it will be a top division versus second division if we go through. Ooh, it's tense. I'm nervous. I mean, they're through on goal already. That's a great challenge. Last-minute challenge there. I think that was by Vasquez or Maxwell, one of the two. I didn't know if I needed to change anything for this. Darren Kane has said he's taken a knock already. Oh no, he's got a gashed upper leg. There's probably a couple of sounds going on in my kitchen as well. Dishwasher. My laptop's a lot louder too. I still need to figure out in editing how to reduce that. But Vitesse are coming forward now. They've got it on the edge of the box. Birmingham is closing down now out of position, but Nuri has it on the right, low towards goal. And they get another chance. I thought that was it. Oh, Moose has given it straight back to them. Nuri's a name I recognise. Might have to look at him in a minute. Dos Santos Souza sprays it out to the right where Nuri is waiting. It's a low cross. Moose doesn't do much with it. They then put it to the back post and Dos Santos heads it over him. And that's a problem, especially with Darren Kane struggling. Backboard's been booked, so he's suspended for the final if we get there. We have a throw-in. Let's focus on this game first of all. Olate has it now. Vasquez on the left-hand side, crossing position. Perhaps Olate gives it to Silva on the edge. Playing around nicely here, keeping possession. Silva now Do we get it back? We do. Olate again, taking his time. Apai now on the left, runs wide, cross it into box. Backboard is there. It is a penalty. I was going to say backboard is massive. For him to miss a header outright is just insane. So Darren Kane seems composed, so it's Darren Kane, he's having it. Come on, Kaney boy. I know you're carrying a bit of a knock. 2 knocks, technically. But let's do it. Come on. For me. Do it for me. TedRedwood. He's done it. He's flaming done it, hasn't he? We're back in the tie. 14th goal of the season, which isn't bad considering he was pretty much not in the side for the first couple months at all. It's a pretty good penalty as well. Keeper went the right way but didn't go far enough. And there's a highlight after kick-off. How's it going to go? We've got a lot of quick-fire goals this season. I'm hoping for another one here. Backboard's such a unit, isn't he? Look, he's huge. And obviously now I've noticed that Darren Kane is massive as well. He does look disgustingly large, which is enjoyable. Can we get the ball off Vitesse though? Obviously their top division abilities are going to help him out here. Keep hold of the ball a bit better. They're through again. There was no need to touch that Xavier moves. Hopefully it's just an absolute nothing highlight as it normally is from a corner. They swing it in. It's not a nothing highlight. It's a free header. Bit of wasted. Completely wasted. So we're halfway through the game. Half an hour in, now 10 minutes to go till half time, and looking alright. Vitesse have had 2 chances, or 2 key highlights. We've had 1. And we might be able to get another one here. Bowie gives it to Olate, spreads out wide to Apai, brings it back in field. I'd rather we stuck it wide, because we've got a couple of big guys in the box. Backboard's made his way in, I've seen him. Cross straight to their keeper though. We had some good options there. That was a terrible cross by Apai. He has only got crossing of like 9 to be fair. So I call him like the Gareth Bale, but it's for our division, not for every division. Probably get ahead of myself a little bit. But here come Vitesse now. Santos Sousa's through again and is stopped again by Moose. Also saying he's the Gareth Bale of the team. As of right now, I don't think it's a very good thing. It's a day after Madrid squeaked through against Juventus in the Champions League quarter-final. And I think Gareth Bale got subbed off at half-time, so people are saying he's done. Highlight's still going on. It's not anymore. Good. Yes, I think he's done now. So maybe we don't want the next Gareth Bale in our team, side, whatever. One of them. But I don't know what 5-star potential means for our team at the moment. We get to half-time 1-1. I'd say that's pretty good. I'm going to say I'm happy. I'm going to leave Darren Kane out there just for probably until the standard. You've probably noticed I make most of my subs around like 68 minutes. I think if a player gets 20 odd minutes, it counts as game time or something like that. That's where I read that somewhere. So that's sort of the time I bring on the youngsters. Maybe that's not the same Nuri. Because I thought, yeah, I don't know. I've got no idea. Oh, shot from deep. It was a quick highlight, and Vitesse put it just wide. I don't know if Moose had it covered. Maxwell's taken a knock. He's got a calf strain. We're starting to pick up injuries at the wrong part of the season here. Vasquez clears it. Silva doesn't quite get it forward to Marta, and Vitesse come again. He's looking a bit ominous. Olate's tiny. Look at him. He's an absolute midget. I love it. Are we going to build from the back? Azevedo, Maxwell now. There's some nice passing going on. We're not really drawing them in, but they're coming now. Closing down. Backboard. Doesn't go for the header for some strange reason. Vitesse get their foot on the ball and play it through. It's a one-on-one, and there it is. Bissouma given a clear view of goal. They played through us there. It looked like we were doing the right thing in terms of building it up and then knocking it, but just that was not a great ball to backboard. And defence gets dragged in and leaves a massive gap for Bissouma to move into, which is a shame. We've got a couple of players struggling for fitness. Backboard's on a yellow, we're 2-1 down. I wouldn't say we've looked hopeless though. So I don't know what to do. I'm still going to leave it a few more minutes. I don't want to change it just yet, because I just feel like there's something in us. But Vitesse are coming again, and Santos Sousa should have hit the target. They should be 3-1 up now. They should be out of sight. They've got a corner. I should have changed something by now, shouldn't I? Edge of the box, Santos Sousa again gets blocked by Maxwell. Got players pointing everywhere. No one's closing down bronze on the edge. Gives it to Welton. Wide to Castagnos, or however you say it. Moose collects. Right. I am just going to see if anything comes from this little commentary only bit. Sometimes it does. No, right, I'm changing it. Okay. We've got just over 25 minutes of normal time. Darren Kane. Oh, who do you bring on? Van den Herville, I think, is probably better all round than Connor Harrison. He's a bit of a unit as well. But Connor Harrison has looked alright when he's been on the pitch, so I'm going to bring him on. Maxwell, again, I don't want to bring Maxwell because he's good, but he's struggling. Max Atkins done okay at centre-back as well. So that'll have to do. And backboard, do I change you? This is such a huge decision. Bobby McKee. I don't know if I trust you to make a difference. So I'll leave that for now, but we are getting overrun. They're coming onto us deep, so I'm actually going to push up a bit. I'd rather get done by balls over the top and actually chase it at this point a bit. So we've just gone a bit more aggressive. Birmingham throwing on the right. Can we make something from this backboard now? Please don't do something stupid. He's done something pretty stupid, but at least he's not got himself sent off. Welton has got it for Vitesse up front. Backboard tackles and then seemingly runs into Azevedo. Can we get anything on it? Vasquez now on it at the left back. It's not looking great, is it? We're just gifting possession to him all the time, and we're getting a foot on the ball, we're getting tackles in, but they're just pathetic. And they're through on goal again, and there's the third. Oh, jeez. Right, no. I can't go out like this. We've only really created one proper chance. I don't want to sacrifice Olarte though, because he's good. And quite frankly, is he better than McKee at playmaking? He's probably no different. McKee's got slightly better vision, but that's about it. What other changes can you make? Right, Olarte comes on, he moves further up, becomes a deep line playmaker on support. Silva becomes a winger on attack. Apply becomes a winger on attack. Vasquez becomes a complete wing back on support, as does Birmingham. I'm just going to go for a bit. I know you've seen this so many times from me and seen it go wrong. Silva's got a bit off the boil recently as well. I know his average rating's quite good. That's really helped by his work earlier in the season. We don't really have another winger to bring on. We've only got youngsters, which is perhaps my failing. I'm going to bring on Sam Taylor, English youngster. Not too different in the grand scheme of things. Slightly worse work rate. Pretty similar around in terms of technicals, though, really. He's quick. He can dribble and cross a little bit. Let's just see what that does. And oh, my chair is creaking all over the place. Really need to tighten that bad boy up. We're going to go attacking as well. Just see if we can shock them. We need 2 goals here. I started to dream. I can't believe it's tricked me again into dreaming of, well, what am I even doing? What is this? Overview. You really start to believe that you might... What is this screen? This is not a screen I see very often anymore. Yeah, you start to believe that you can get into Europe in the 2nd division, then you get burned. Just going a bit more direct. We've gone mixed, but got a highlight with 1.5 minutes to go. Moose knocks it long. We don't get on the second ball. That's been the issue all game. We've just not been there for the second ball. Birmingham now knocks it forward. Marta gets on it. Harrison's there. Please cross it. You're not very good. Harrison crosses it in. Backboard is there. Put it in the net. Put it in the net. Put it in the... That was probably the chance. Oh no. With 1.5 minutes to go, we could have brought it back to 3-2. At least made it a tense ending. We had 2 or 3 good chances there. I don't know how it's only got down as 2 clear-cut chances, but Vitesse have had 7 apparently. I don't think I've counted 7, but 7 clear-cut chances. There's no doubting that they've deserved this. It hurts me. We've come up against the team that's top of the Eredivisie, and I think in the grand scheme of things, given a relatively good account of ourselves, in the semi-final of the Cup, the semi-final, I mean, this guy, player of the match. Without being able to see all of his stats, I don't think he looks that much better than what we've got. You look at the players they've got here. Alright, you came on as a sub, I think. Are you the guy? Are you the Nuri? No, you're not the Nuri. You're some Norwegian guy. They're not that good. Have Ajax just had an absolute wobbly? I don't think we've disgraced ourselves there. I don't think we played as well as we could, and we still didn't look don't know why I said that. We still didn't look that bad. We created a couple of chances. Alright, they created more as well, but I strengthen every position a little bit, either through training or otherwise, and we've got a chance next time in the Eredivisie, hopefully. Right, well that's a shame. I don't know when I'll next see you then. I was kind of hoping to do like a live final or something. I'd already had it all planned out in my head. I've got to bring you Young Ajax because it's Young Ajax. I might just do a couple of these towards the end of the season. We'll see how the season is going, but I kind of want to get through it now. I'm disappointed. But if you've enjoyed that, and you're excited to see us get promoted, I'm desperate for promotion, then please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you again for maybe a title decider or something like that real soon. Cheers.